Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you to the Dartmouth Middle School fields for today's round of 32 matchup. Today, we got a great one on tap for you between the Mansfield Hornets and the Dartmouth High School Indians. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and I am joined alongside DHS graduate, as we could say from as of yesterday, Caden DeManch, joining me for his final time. Caden, should be a good one coming on today.
Should be, Ben. And as you just said, my last one. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope these guys get another home game and go deeper into the playoffs so that I can come back.
Yeah, as of right now, Dartmouth, with a win today, will play and face off against Hopkinton, who just beat Woburn Memorial yesterday.
Starting pitcher for Dartmouth today, Ian Rigo. Ben,
Yeah,
should I be excited?
Ian Rigo is such a talented pitcher this year for Dartmouth, and man, he's just a great addition to this team. He's got some speed, and he only has one more year left here at Dartmouth, so should be good. Along with that, let's look at the starting lineups, the starting three. First off, we got leadoff hitter, the pitcher, Connor Curtis. Then we have batting second, we have number 22, Jacob Madak. And then batting third, we have number 2, Matt DeShiro. Head coach is Chris Hall. And then we'll run down the Indians lineup right now. Marcus Andrews, the second baseman, who will be batting leadoff. Along with that, we have the center fielder, number 11, Justin Cleaves. Then we have the catcher, number 24, Donovan Burgo for the Indians. Alongside that, we have Mike Freites as the coach with India, Levin, and Boswell. So as we take a quick little look at Ian Rigo right now, Ian Rigo, his first game of the season was against Bishop Stang, who struck out 15 times, struck out 15 players. That's insane.
Great game from him to start off a season. He's still starting now. The momentum's been carrying to the playoffs. We'll have to see if it carries, though, to this one.
So here we go, folks. Connor Curtis will be batting first. And we're underway here from Dartmouth Middle School. Here's the pitch from Rigo. Inside for a strike.
Tell Curtis is starting to feel him out. He didn't even bother trying to swing on that one.
0-1. Downstairs now, a 1-1. The pitch. Downstairs, 2-1.
Would you think that starting in his first playoff game, Ian Rigo has some nerves, potentially coming out with 2 balls already?
Absolutely. Ooh. And great swing there, 2-2. I gotta say to you, I played football for many, many years, and I've been to 2 Super Bowls for Pop Warner. Won one, we lost one. We lost one to Old Rochester. I could tell you there is some nerves on the line when it comes to playoffs and the Super Bowl. 3-2 count. Make it, break it here, play here for Ian Rigo. Downstairs, and they will walk him early.
Not an ideal start for Rigo, but it is a long game. He does have to shake out those nerves that we were talking about, I think, if he wants to truly start getting into Mansfield.
Now batting is number 22, Jacob Madak. And they will try to pinch it at first. Swing and a miss. Great swing there. Downstairs, strike. Great pitch to keep that inside, Ian Rigo. Counts 1-2, right?
Count is 0-2, I believe. Rigo staring at Curtis on that first base.
Try to do another pinch. Rigo to pitch. Downstairs for a ball.
The 2 strikes looked like Rigo was trying to catch him off guard there, maybe get him a swing on a not really hittable pitch.
1-2 pitch. Here's pitch downstairs. Loose ball, and Curtis will advance to second. And that will count as a wild pitch from Ian Rigo. Rigo. 3-2 now. Full count.
Curtis continues to step off the bag. He is pestering. He's tempting Rigo to turn around and throw it at him.
Oh, foul ball. Advances down Hawthorne Street. Count still stays the same. The pitch right in our direction. Another foul ball. Count still stays the same, 3-2.
Thank whoever built this place for the fence that is giving us some kind of barrier between us and that pitch.
Thank God there is metal bats.
Yeah, actually.
Not wooden bats.
Good point, good point.
The 3-2 pitch. A grounder down the base. Base hit here. And the runner will hold at first and third. A great base hit down center field. I don't know why Rigo couldn't get that underneath his glove.
Just a grounder right by him, though. Unlucky move for Rigo.
And you don't want to start off 1-0 in the first inning. Rigo downstairs, 1-0. Matt DeShiro batting now for Mansfield. On deck, we got number 23, Wyatt Bolduc. We got a time called. We have a ball out in right field.
Rigo on his 17th pitch right now of the game already.
Here's the pitch. Downstairs, 2-0. 2-1 actually. A grounder out to right field, base hit, a run has scored. Both runners will advance one base, 1-0 Mansfield. Not the start Dartmouth is needing.
Just goes right down the first base line. Well put ball. It drives Curtis home. Now we got a 1-0 lead for Mansfield.
The pitch. Swing on and miss. Strike one. And 0-2 now. Looks like Rigo has caught his rhythm.
We saw this before with his second series. He was at 0-2 before eventually a hit was made. Hopefully he can finish the job this time.
That's Wyatt Bolduck pitching, batting for Mansfield. The pitch from Rigo. Swung on and missed. And that's his first strikeout of the game. Now batting for Mansfield is number 27, Charlie DeSelles. The pitch, ooh, right in our direction. And another one in our direction, as that will sail out of play. 0-2 now. Pretty good of a crowd show out, Caden.
I would say so. I mean, it's a playoff baseball game, and currently the only home one Dartmouth has. So I would assume that this is there would be a bit of a crowd here.
Pitch downstairs. Pitch count now is
I want to say the pitch count is 1-1. It's possible I've missed something though.
pitch from Rigo. Fly ball out into right field. Base hit. Another run is coming in. And 2-0 now. Not a good start right now for the Indians, as Ian Rigo has been struggling still so far in this contest.
It's the first hit Mansfield's made that hasn't been a grounder, and they deliver. They drive a man to third, and they get the home drawn. They score off of it and have now extended the lead to 2. They're making Rigo pay for his mistakes at the current moment in time.
And a grounder to third, now to second. The first, ooh, they're trying to force out, not to home. Play at the plate, and he's out!
Double play, great move.
A double play there. What a play there. A fire from second base to home. Great play there by Marcus Andrews. Ain't that right?
He's got a cannon that gets to Burgo, and Burgo just taps the man out. It gets Dartmouth out of an inning that was starting to look really bad for them. And it might be a momentum-shifting play that Dartmouth's going to use now to bat.
So now we are going to run down the lineups for the starting pitcher here for the Mansfield Hornets is number 11, Connor Curtis. Along with that, the catcher is number 23, Wyatt Bullduk. By the way, our umpires today are Chris Roberts and Jim Mullins. Chris Roberts is behind the plate. First place umpire is Jim Mullins.
Well, Mansfield opened up with a 2-0 lead. You got to imagine now they're going to try to stomp Dartmouth out of this inning quickly and get right back to offense.
Curtis looks like a decent pitcher. I'm looking at him pitching right now, and he's got some speed. He's got some fire. But starting off for the Indians will be the leadoff hitter, Marcus Andrews. Then batting second will be the center fielder, Justin Cleaves, and the catcher, Donovan Burgo. Along with that, Jaden Claudio, Tom Quinn, and Matt Olilla.
It's a good group, and Dartmouth's going to need that kind of firepower to get back into this one.
All right, now Marcus Andrews back on the mound, batting for the Indians now. The pitch upstairs, 1-0. Fly ball out of our direction. 1-1 now. The pitch. He was going for a bunt attempt. He gets the strike there. Now 1-2. Andrews calls time. And out. Yeah.
One batter, one out for Curtis out here. Good start to the game for him.
Now batting is the center fielder, Justin Cleaves. Last time I was here, Justin Cleaves hit a rocket out into center. And they were down 3-2 to Westport. And they won the because of that hit, they won the game. But it was like at the bottom of the 5th inning, Dartmouth's defense showed out.
Well, he's a strong guy. If there's anyone who I trust to crank it, he is one of them.
And a strike there. A 1-1 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed again. Strike 2. Indians are trying to avoid their second strikeout. Downstairs, 2-2.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts already for Curtis as they bring on the big man, Donovan Burgo.
A near flawless inning so far for Connor Curtis.
A little too strong there, though.
Just catches cleaves.
Yeah.
He's not happy about that one.
Winds and deals. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, 1-0. Downstairs again, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch for Burgo. And upstairs again, 3-0 now. Curtis has to make better pitches this time around.
Burgo's been a smart player, not swinging on any of these.
After this, Burgo's going to UMass, Dartmouth, to play baseball. Can't wait to see what he does at UMass Dartmouth. He's going to be a great addition to that team.
I imagine he will be. I'm not excited to see him go, though.
Me neither. I'm sad to see you go, too.
I'm sad to be leaving. I'm hoping this isn't the last time we see our seniors play.
I'm hoping not either. In order, Dartmouth has to win the game. Ian has to make better pitchers. The defense has to play well. And as we get a grounder up to the shortstop, which he will get the out at first to close out the first inning. No hits for the Indians in the first. A 1-2-3 inning. 2-0. Mansfield has the lead. We'll be back. So, folks, we welcome you guys back here to our second inning showdown between the Mansfield Hornets and the Dartmouth Indians. Mansfield is up 2-0. A lot of errors from Dartmouth in the first inning, but they snapped back, got a double play.
Connor Curtis going 1-2-3 in his time pitching with Mansfield. With Dartmouth on the plate. Here's
Now,
the Eagles first. Oh, Lord.
And a fly ball out into left field. The catch is made, 1 out. As a great play there by number 10, Brian Butler. As we bring out number 9, Luke Rogan. Pitch. And upstairs. 1-0. Now, as Rogan calls time for a second. And inside for a strike. Great pitch there from Rigo. Here's the pitch from Rigo. Inside again, strike 2.
2-2. If I had to take a guess here, Rigo throws a ball, tries to catch Rogan off guard. Well,
and a strikeout.
That is why I can't bet.
No one can't bet. And you just heard that player from San Diego who just got suspended. Not suspended, but banned indefinitely for betting.
Well, now I have no reason to because.
Well, it's a high school sport game. I don't want to talk about it because I didn't want to get in trouble by Shay. So. And a strike there for Rigo. The pitch. And another strike from Rigo.
Rigo's found his groove a lot more in the second inning than he was in the first.
I think he's more calm now that it is the playoffs. Downstairs 2-2.
I could see him being more calm, breaking out of that first inning and getting the jitters out of the way. Kind of becoming just another game to him.
Now the pitch. Inside again, strike 3, a 1-2-3 inning from Ian Rigo. And just a great way to close out the middle of the second inning.
Rigo's been playing a lot more composed on the mound since getting that double play. He's throwing a lot more stuff right down the line. It's a lot more heat. Nothing really in the dirt anymore.
And you know what I like to say, just make it look easy most of the time, though.
He did in that inning.
So, folks, right now there is a big crowd show out, and I could tell you though, from softball, they just had practice. They're playing tomorrow at Tewksbury. Right across the road, Bishop Steng's playing Tewksbury. So both Tewksbury softball and baseball will be playing 2 Dartmouth high school teams.
It's weird how the playoffs work like that. Like in the basketball, when both Dartmouth teams played Shepherd Hill.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It was weird, though. I'll tell you that much. I think football, we should be a higher ranking for sure. Football and hockey, we should be a higher ranking. We're D3 in hockey, I believe.
I think we're D2 in hockey.
Are we?
I think so. Football, there's just so many divisions.
But we were D2 years back when we won the championship, and then now it's just switched out and rotated. I think it's when Karen left, Jeff Karen left, Dartmouth moved back to D3, and when Chris Foley came over.
Might be. It's usually based on school size, though.
Yeah, it usually is. Jaden Claudio on the mound here. Along with that, the order is, after that, it's the DH Tom Quinn and the left fielder Madden Olilla. First pitch, foul ball out on Hawthorne.
Didn't hear it hit a car, so we're all good.
I was afraid it was going to hit Chad's car when I did the game. And great pitch there from Curtis. 0-2 count now. That's probably one of his best pitches today.
So far, I think I would have to agree with you.
Just some heat down the middle. Found the inside zone. Downstairs again. 1-2.
Claudio trying to get Dartmouth's first hit right now.
Foul ball. Count will still stay the same. Oh, another foul. Goes towards the Mansfield dugout. See, way back in the days, this used to be the place to be for baseball games.
Dartmouth Middle?
Yeah, because it was the high school. A sinker. 2-2 count now.
Looked like they might have thought that one was a strike for a second.
Three-two now. 2-2 actually. Pitch. Ooh, batted away.
Claudio got lucky there. That one looked like it was a bit high.
The 2-2 pitch. Here's Curtis. And another foul. Play still keeps alive for Jaden Claudio. See, I almost mixed him up with Aaron Judge now that everybody's calling him Judge. They call him Judge because he's tall and whatnot. And a breaking ball flowed to right field, and a catch is made. And 1 out for the Indians as they bring on Tom Quinn, the designated hitter. Go ahead.
I was going to say that was a long series. It's going to put some miles on Curtis's arm right there.
The pitch swung on and missed. Downstairs. 0-1 now. Swung on and missed again. 1-2. And a strikeout. Now they're trying to go to
Ball
first.
slipped out of the catcher's hand.
Slipped out the catcher's hand. And they'll count that as an error there. As they bring on Olilla.
Well, that's Soils Curtis's perfect game so far. The play that the ump looked like he was going to call a strike, too.
Breaking ball downstairs. Oh, a fly ball out into right. And the catch is made. 2 outs here, which brings on Louis Freitas, Sweet Lou, to bat. Now, just a great hit. Just needed more power in that hit.
Did need a little more love to get past that outfielder.
Way outside. Ball 1. And inside for a strike. Time is called from Louis Freitas.
Curtis eyeing down Quinn on that play right there.
Trying to go for the pinch. Downstairs, breaking ball, and Quinn will advance to second. All right.
This inning so far, Curtis has thrown a lot more in the dust, and his catcher has not been able to respond with the fielding abilities. But I mean, granted, it's not necessarily his fault if Curtis is throwing them well below the glove.
Now, and on deck, we have Jaden Nunes Medeiros for Dartmouth. As we have a 2-1 count. They're trying to go for second. Ooh, fly ball going out.
Ooh, that one, I think he might have hit a car. Sounded like it.
I'm definitely gonna, when I get my license and when I get my car, I'm parking it way towards the middle school, like towards the gymnasium.
Smart move. That's what I just did.
Upstairs again. 3-2 now. Full count. Full count for the Indians as Curtis, this is a big pitch for him. And a fly ball out into center field. And a catch is made. Oh my goodness. How did he haul that in?
He had some sort of tracker on that ball, man. He was eyeing that thing down from center field. He comes in and he just rips that one right out of the air.
So that will be the conclusion of the second inning. The Indians are trailing 2-0. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back to our action here at the Dartmouth Middle School fields. 2-0. Mansfield is up against Dartmouth. The leadoff hitter, Connor Curtis, so far good at the pitch as pitcher. Also a senior.
He does already have 1 run scored today in this game, as well as 0 hits. Only 1 batter has even advanced off the plate because of a wild pitch.
And a fly ball out into center. Cleaves trying to track that one down. And it'll be in the glove of Marcus Andrews as 3 guys were coming in.
Just a routine catch made by Andrews. Nothing to be worried about.
I had a bug just flown at me.
was a little nervous for a second that something really bad had just happened.
Now it's Madak on the mound here. Batting now, correction. Also another senior on the roster. A fly ball that will go. That looks like it's going to hit a car. I thought it was going to hit a car.
That one sounded like it hit just straight asphalt.
Another one. That almost hit a person this time around.
That one came firing through a tree branch.
That almost hit a car too. I'm not kidding.
That one was a little spooky, I won't lie.
2-0. Grounder out into third. Now to first. And a catch is made for an out. Great throw there by Louis Freitas to make that connection to first off the fielder's choice.
Claudio is such a tall person. He's nicknamed Judge for a reason, and he's showing it off right there. That one just looked like it might have been a little high.
Just a beautiful rocket by Louis Freitas there.
Excuse me, I had some dust in my throat.
Matt DeShiro on the and in the glove of Claudio as Rigo comes to make the play. And the Indians close out another 1-2-3 inning. A perfect inning for Ian Rigo in the defense right now.
It's a smart play by Claudio. Way to keep his hands on it, and he finds Rigo just running up to first base. Never really in doubt once he realized that Claudio had that ball secured.
So far, you got to give credit where credit is due to the pitchers so far. Ian Rigo already struggled early, but now he's catching his rhythm. And then Connor Curtis so far has been on point for Mansfield.
Yeah, really, outside of that first inning where Rigo looked a little shaky, it's been a fairly good game for him. And Connor Curtis has had almost flawless game. Couple wild pitches, advanced Tom Quinn a couple bags, but other than that, he's been very solid on the mound.
Overall, he has not gave up no hits, and it's starting off to look perfect for him as on deck we got Jaden Nunes Medeiros, the right fielder, along with Ethan Jason, and then we'll go top of the order from there to Marcus Andrews. I swear the stone dust is coming into my.
We're right behind the catcher right now, so everything's blowing at us, the wind.
It was worse at UMass though, I'll tell you that much. Oh man. Coughing up a storm. I already had allergies earlier last week. I don't want to get it again.
It's a combination of this and the pollen that's been coming down.
Jeez, my phone is filled with pollen right now. Nunes Medeiros. Inside for a strike. Good pitch from Jaden, from Curtis. And another foul ball. Oh, right in the car.
That definitely hit one.
Okay. Better not hope that's a windowsill.
It didn't sound like the window. It sounded more like a hood, but still, someone might have a dent now in their car.
Any foul ball that goes in the direction of cars. It looks like it was a Dartmouth player's car.
Might have been.
Sylvie's.
Did see Logan Silvera trot off to go check the damage. There's another one.
Better not hope that hits oncoming traffic.
These fans behind us might need to start wearing helmets along with
Seriously.
Nunes on the plate right now.
Seriously. Or Nunes has to pay for a new bumper or something like that. New hood. One-two pitch coming. Winds and deals. Here's the pitch. Wild pitch there. In our direction. 2-2. I love how people are just making their roll calls and whatnot.
Ooh.
Another breaking ball going in the direction. Like they're just making so much roll calls. They're calling like Mac Jones.
Oh, for the number 10.
I guess so.
I think Drake May just became number 10 though.
Yeah. And now everybody's comparing him to Mac Jones because he wears number 10.
As a Pats fan, I hope he's better.
Do you think? And a sinker. 3-2. A breaking ball, and that will advance Nunes to first. Great play there from Jaden Nunes-Medeiros, just keeping his eye on the ball and not swinging at all, which was a costly play there for him. As we bring in Ethan Jason, who was a transfer from Maine. A great addition to this team, also the shortstop for the Indians. On deck, we got Marcus Andrews. And they'll try to go for first as Nunes-Medeiros comes in safely.
Curtis still technically hasn't allowed a hit yet. Dartmouth's still seeking that first hit.
Ooh.
That was terrifying.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine being right in front. Another eye kept between Curtis. And the transition to second. Slides in safely.
Yep.
Great transition to second base as Jaden Nunes-Medeiros. Great call there by the first base coach, India.
Mansfield just looked like they were too far off the bag. The throw might have been too short. Maybe the positioning wasn't good enough, but Nunes just slipped in through the back door and stole the base.
On now, corner.
Still eyeing Nunes-Medeiros.
Swung on and missed. Now it's 1-2 now. Downstairs. 2-2 now.
Long conversation between Bolduc and Curtis. You can tell through their eyes and the head movements.
And base hit here for Ethan Jason as they will, no. as we have a scoring run on third now. A great hit there. The first hit of the game goes by the number 9 hitter.
It's good contact by Jason over here. Just skips over the infielder's glove, and it leads Dartmouth to not only their first hit, but putting Nunes Medeiros in a scoring position.
Even if you get Marcus out, you got a dangerous Justin Cleaves.
Still
And
0 outs.
hopefully Ethan Jason can advance to second to tie this one. Yes, they will. Now to second, slides in safely.
Again.
I called it on the cue. Dang.
Well done, Ben. Maybe you should be the first base coach at this point. You seem to know what you're doing. Again, I don't know if it was Mansfield's placement or if Bolduc just threw it too short, but Jason slipped through the back door too and stole that bag.
And a foul ball down at Hawthorne now. Good thing that didn't hit a car. Those cars going in both directions.
It could have been bad if that one connected with a car.
That's why I like playing at UMass and not hit, so it doesn't get close to cars.
It's a pretty good reason.
And a fly ball, base hit again for Marcus Andrews. Another one-run scores. He drops it, and it's tied at 2 apiece. And that will be an error. Bringing on Justin Cleaves to the party.
It's been a very strong inning right now for Dartmouth to get right back in this game and equal it. Marcus hits it down the first base line, and the right fielder just slips clean out of his hands, and it drives home not only Nunes Medeiros, but Jason as well.
An RBI single there for Marcus Andrews. I think Marcus could have just advanced to second there.
It had been a dangerous move, but with 0 outs, it wasn't out of the question.
They will call on a mound visit for Curtis as Coach Hall will come out and talk to him for a brief second.
After a very strong start in the first 2 innings, Curtis has begun showing cracks in his armor of invincibility. And now Dartmouth has stolen back a lot of momentum from Mansfield that they've had throughout this game.
I don't think you want to switch out a pitcher this time around. If he keeps struggling, I think they're going to have to bring on a new pitcher into the game.
You'll have to consider it, but granted, Frenetti, it did fumble out of his hands, which did drive in a whole other run from Jason.
Time called from Justin Cleaves as time's back in. Tries to go to first. To no avail this time around.
Dartmouth has 2 stolen bags this game. I understand a bit of caution when you see someone like Andrews off the bag.
And he's got some speed. Swung on and missed. I like the confidence on Coach Freitz on putting Cleaves on the top 3 as a wild pitch advances Andrews to second now. So the leading run is on second base this time around. Cleaves has to hit a bomb at least.
I don't know.
May have to hit a grounder out to...
You could hit a sacrifice fly and advance the, or a sacrifice ball and advance Andrews.
And right in our direction as it will go out of play. Glad the By the temperature, the UV is now 1, so. But it just feels like it was like 4 when I just walked in.
As we get closer to sunset, it'll go down. Do you think there's any disadvantage for Mansfield wearing black jerseys right now that will absorb heat more than Dartmouth's white jerseys?
Not at all. I feel like even when I'm on vacation, I wear black shirts all the time. It doesn't affect me that much. I think it prevents them from getting sunburned, yes.
All right, so it may even be an advantage.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Cleves is ticked off.
That was one that Curtis desperately needed in the 3rd inning that has been utter rubbish from this guy so far.
I think they're setting up for Rare Fair in the distance, Caden. Remember those days?
My
Rare
gosh.
Fair.
You're bringing me back to my middle school days.
Yeah, because they're all setting up some bouncy house obstacle courses. Brings me back to my high school youth days. Not my high school, but my middle school youth days. Too bad COVID got into the way. I missed 7th and 8th Rare Fair. Ooh, right in our direction, Jesus.
Well,
and the Mansfield coach is like, that's 2 for flinching.
some fast reflexes from you on that one, Ben. I haven't seen this yet.
But if it was an MLB pitcher, it's like that TikTok that you see with that baseball player who hits a foul and hits the camera. That scared the mess out of me.
Yeah, this is why I praise the fence as quite possibly the hardest working thing in this game.
The pitch. Downstairs again. 2-1.
These long series are starting to get to Curtis. We're seeing much more in the dirt and a lot less in the strike zone.
Grounder right into the pitcher, now to first. One goes as the dangerous Jaden Claudio could get an RBI here to put the leading runner out to first, out to home.
I might have spoken a bit too soon about Curtis getting tired. Those were fast reflexes on his part to catch that ball right out of clean air and get Nat Burgo out at first. Still, though, Andrews did advance with another sacrifice out.
2 outs here. Jaden Claudio batting here for the Dartmouth Indians as Jaden Claudio, like we just tell you, he's a tall kid. That's why they call him Judge. And fly ball out to center, and that brings Dartmouth into the lead. An RBI single from Jaden Claudio.
It's a great hit from Claudio that just splits right between the center fielder and the right fielder. It kind of had a little bit of curve that curved towards the right fielder that kind of juked out the center fielder. Regardless, it did bring Andrews home, and Dartmouth has the lead again. Oh, well, no, for the first time.
Balk. We got a balk from Connor Curtis. Woo. That's one thing you have to dislike if you are a pitcher. You got to be careful when you're on the mound.
It's a mistake like that in the playoffs that we're in right now, that might cost you big time.
Upstairs sinker.
Looks like Curtis might be in his own head now.
Swung on, missed. Strike 1 for Tom. I gotta say, this is probably one of the best crowd showouts I've seen for a baseball game since staying, actually, a few weeks back.
Well, it's playoffs. It's end of the school year. People are starting to get together now. Summer's beginning.
Ooh. Three to two score with a runner at second. 2-1 count here for the Indians as it will go downstairs, a breaking ball there. 3-1 now. Now, if I'm Tom Quinn, I'm just looking at the pitches now.
You might. I believe he will. I mean, Curtis has to prove something here with a strike to at least get Tom in his head a little bit.
Ooh, yeah. Swung there. That would have been close, though. I think that would have been called a strike, too. And strikeout there. And Curtis closes out the inning. At the end of the third, we have a 3-2 game. Dartmouth in front. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to action. 3-2 score. The Indians out in front at the top of the fourth. And a good pitch there from Rigo.
He's definitely found his footing after that first inning.
Absolutely. I think he's playing well. He's more comfortable. Strike there.
He's striking these down with precision and poise. It's exactly what you want to see.
And a grounder to third, now to first. One away. Jaden Claudio gloves it. And brings out number 27, Charlie DeSelles, as
Another routine play by Freitas and Claudio to get a man out of to get Dartmouth a 1 out already. To get Bolduc out.
ooh, right in our direction.
That was almost bad for us.
Grounder now to first. And they're going to call it out. Great play there from Ethan Jason. A fire play there.
It was close, but the length of Jaden Claudio again showing up with how far he was able to reach and extend his legs out. Just beats Madak to the bag. Sets up Rigo with a nice 2-out situation.
Now batting is number 1, Anthony Sariva. Strike 1 for Sariva. Wild pitch there. 1-1. Nights like this, I'll tell you though, Caden, in the summer, it hits different.
It does. This is like a peaceful, it's not as hot right now as it was before.
The pitch for Rigo. And strike 2. 2-2 count now. 2-2 pitch, grounder to the second baseman, now to first. And a 1-2-3 inning, back to back to back. 1-2-3 innings for the Indians. Just tremendous defense so far, Caden.
They have absolutely neutralized any threat that Mansfield has thrown at them so far. Since Mansfield went up 2-0, it's been all Dartmouth.
After this, we have Madden Olilla, who's 0 for 1, Louis Freitas, and then we have Jaden Nunes Medeiros. Louis Freitas is 0 for 1 as well, and Jaden Nunes Medeiros 0-0 as he was walked in the third inning.
They've given Curtis very little rest time hitting right now. And for a guy who had about as bad as a third inning as you could have had, I feel like he would have needed some rest time to truly gather himself and get back into the mindset. He needs a quick inning to swing some momentum back to Mansfield, though.
As they call balls in where I gotta be honest with you though, it's where all the stars aligned, and most times this is the biggest show for most of the kids here. Connor Curtis is a senior. Majority of this team is seniors, I gotta say.
Experience matters in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Strike there. Oh, actually, ball. Two oh. Great pitch, though. Now, if I'm just looking at the ball. 3-0 now. There's nothing in the world that you can just think about. It's just now looking at that. They're going to call that one a strike. Ooh. That's a tough call. That looked like it was downstairs.
I think it was a little low. It is a tight one. Dartmouth wasn't thrilled with that.
And now brings on Sweet Louis Freitas. Next year he'll be attending Worcester State University. My mother actually graduated from Worcester State back in 2004. And a sinker inside for a strike. Louis just looked at me. I think he's hearing me from over here.
He might. We're not exactly trying to be quiet.
I mean, for real. On deck is Jaden Nunes Medeiros along with Ethan Jason.
Curtis was running on 4 consecutive strikes and was starting to find his composure and groove again before that pitch that just landed as a ball. It was a little bit low.
Downstairs. 2-1.
Connor, let's go.
swung on and missed. And 3-2 now. Upstairs, and Louis will walk to first. And brings on Jaden Nunes Medeiros, who is 0 for nothing so far, with a walk earlier in the third inning.
This was the stretch of hitters that terrorized the Mansfield defense in the last inning. Mansfield will definitely be looking to get them out as quick as possible.
Downstairs, 1-0. And a grounder up to third. Now to first. 1 away. I don't know. I would probably go for the double play there, though.
It was an interesting move. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They attacked first base immediately. Granted, Mansfield's already accumulated 2 outs. But still, felt weird to see that they just kind of let Freitas slide right into second uncontested.
Downstairs, Ethan Jason batting now. Ooh, right at our DCTV truck. Oh, that hit a car.
That did hit something.
That's going to be worth millions.
Yeah, there's going to be a dent in someone's car, courtesy of Ethan Jason.
And a grounder. Now they're going to first. Error! And now they're bringing it to home. Louis Freitas scores. 4-2 Dartmouth.
That is twice now.
Off an E6.
Twice the Dartmouth has scored off of an error committed by Jacob Madak, the first baseman. Dartmouth is starting to really hammer into Mansfield right now. If you're the Hornets, though, I feel like you have to try to keep some sort of composure in order to try to get back into this.
They try to go for the pinch. Now the sun's not beating on us as bad.
Feels nice. This is like a comfortable weather right now.
Critical situation there.
Ooh, that's gonna probably hit a car.
Oh. It missed that car going in traffic.
Got lucky for those trees right there. That slowed down the velocity of the ball.
Straight back.
And a Wild pitch advances Ethan Jason to second.
Oh, right over us.
Ooh! I would not catch any ball coming my way.
So, bold move right there. They tracked it down, though.
I'll tell you, my uncle went to a baseball game a few years back. This is when Tommy Pham was on the Red Sox. Hit a foul ball, 110 miles an hour. It's going into my uncle's direction. Everybody went out of the way. It landed, broke a seat.
Yeah, I'd have just said my prayers and called it a life at that point.
One actually came in my direction with Chad. I thought it was gonna die. Speaking of that, that did not hit a car.
No. That one bounced right on concrete.
Yeah, Chad, you might have to bring a glove next time.
Probably.
Maybe Mansfield needs a guy that can. Ooh, trickery play there for Ethan Jason as the stone dust keeps coming in my mouth.
It's blowing right at us.
Yeah.
My lungs are taking a beating from this.
Ooh, strike. Duh, I wouldn't call that a strike.
I think it was a strike. It was a close one. That one I'd have called a strike.
That was a close one, too. I agree with you, though. 4-2 at the end of 4. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to action here at the Dartmouth Middle School fields. 4-2, Dartmouth in front. Just a great inning from the past 2 innings from Dartmouth, Caden.
It has been. Dartmouth's really found themselves coming back. They scored 4 runs, 4 unanswered runs, I should mention, in those 2 innings. Mansfield's got to try to find something to spark any sort of comeback and momentum.
That's number 10, Brian Butler, as he hits one. Out of play, 1-1 count. Rigo caught him swinging there. Strike 3, and he's down on strikes there. As they bring up number 9, Luke Rogan. Who's 0 for 1 so far today. Two-0 count. Ooh, swung on and missed. Great pitch there, breaking ball.
You're seeing, I feel like, at least me, I think I'm seeing more and more swings from the Mansfield batters right now. It seems like they're at least trying to generate some sort of momentum and try to get a hit.
2-2 count now.
Hey, Brooks! Hey, Niner! Hey, Brooks! Hey, Niner!
2-2 pitch. Ooh, foul right into the dentist parking lot.
Ooh.
As it's flown into center field.
Oh, miscommunication.
Miscue! This is why you can't run from behind. As Marcus is ticked off, and I don't blame him. This is a play you need to make, and
This looked like Andrews was going to field it, and then Nunes Medeiros came running in from behind him, and just the two collided.
I mean, at that point, that should have been Nunes Medeiros getting that catch.
It's just the communication there was just completely severed, and they had to find. They just didn't have it there.
I mean, we had three players going in one direction, and we made the catch there, but like
That's
critical play there.
That's a point when the communication's there, and that is a critical play because if they make that catch, now you have 2 outs.
Well, right in the direction as it's right in front. One play, not for the double. Safe at first. Ugh.
They caught Rogan.
They got Rogan out for second.
Caught Rogan. Urban, though, a little too quick for a fastball heading in Claudio's direction.
All right, let's look at an instant replay. Because I was just wondering if they got him out on time. Oh!
Oh, that's really close.
That looked like an out, kind of.
That's excellent fielding from Dartmouth, though, for a ball that went splintering by Rigo's head. Excellent fielding to turn that around and turn it into an out and an almost double play.
Swung on and missed. Strike one from the leadoff hitter, Connor Curtis, who's already 1 for 2 so far today. And we'll go to first. Downstairs. 1-1. And a foul ball going right into the parking lot of the dentist's office again. Quick little souvenir for them after they get their teeth pulled.
The patients from that dentist's office are might have lost a tooth if it hit them.
For sure. Bad day. Now to second correction as Urban advances. Let's look at an instant replay.
It was close. The ball was just a bit too high, though, from Burgo, and it takes Jason off the bag, and it gives Urban a perfect opportunity to take second.
This is what I like about Burgo, is that he's such a good catcher when it comes to stolen bases. Three-two count.
Curtis almost swung his bat on that one. That was a close one, honestly.
3-2 count, 2 outs. And it's in there for a strike. Ian Rigo calls Curtis down on strikes. Now, just a well-defensive play there for Ian Rigo there, Caden.
He's really taking charge right now. The playoffs are no longer bothering him. He sees this as another day in the office, and he's delivering magic for Dartmouth so far, and it's got them the lead with a major defensive effort.
So coming up next, we have, we're going to go from 2, 3, 4. The next up is Justin Cleaves, the center fielder, then Donovan Burgo, then Jaden Claudio.
Worth noting that after 4 innings, Connor Curtis has been pulled. He's been swapped for Rogan. So we'll see how if this affects Mansfield's momentum and defensive presence.
Coach, how many pitches did he get? So, right now, Connor Curtis has 91 pitches so far.
Even though it was only 4 innings, there were 4 runs. There was a lot of long series, a lot of fouls. It did work his arm a little bit. I understand swapping him with Rogan right now. I'm curious to see what this guy is made of, though.
Brady Buparland, who's also a pitcher here for Dartmouth, he was doing the Craig Kimbrell praying mantis stance. See, I remember old school baseball when it was like Craig Kimbrell, Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez. I can't watch it now. I can't watch MLB now. I like watching college baseball now. Now that the College World Series has just started, the round of 16, if you had to say. It's been interesting. I mean, North Carolina hit a walk-off homer to advance. Also college softball too. I've been watching that as well.
I've seen it on TV a lot more than it normally was nowadays. So maybe people are trending in your direction.
Outside pitch, 1-0. And a fly ball out to center field. Back at the wall. Going! Gone! Justin Cleaves with the homer! Get out of here! As he trots his way.
A playoff homer for Justin Cleaves. He showed off that strength, and only on the second pitch from Luke Rogan. That might be an absolute mental deteriorator right there for your second pitch to go yard through right field. nothing the outfield could have done on that one.
Correction, I probably said center field, so it was right field.
Rogan needs to find some sort of composure now after that against Donovan Burgo.
Woo!
Wow, another one that made
That's 2
hard
for
stops.
flinching now. That is 2 for flinching.
This might be my least favorite sport to commentate just because I fear for my life sometimes when the ball comes my way.
Now, I'm afraid to sit courtside at a basketball game, you think? That's when all the bodies try to come and grab the ball.
I see what you're saying there. I don't know. I fear the baseball coming at me more than I fear like Hunter Matson like jumping over the table or something.
Two count for Burgo downstairs. By the way, his home run looked like it. If there was a fair ball pull, I think that would have hit it.
It snuck right through.
By the way, this is Justin Cleave's second home run of the season. His first came against Bridgewater Raynham a couple weeks ago, which Dartmouth ended up sweeping. Bridgewater Raynham, that's why Dartmouth is in this position with the 11th seed.
There aren't many better times to have a home run than in a clutch game against BR or right now in a postseason.
Strike there. And tries to steal. And gets him out.
DaCosta just didn't have the legs to get there.
And it looks like we have an injured. Yeah. Got him by the neck.
Yeah, he went sliding through. Might have hit him with a Vulcan neck pinch right there.
Matt DeShiro will trot off.
Just an unlucky play. Well, he did manage to get the out.
In that particular moment, you got to get the play done before. Got to show some effort through it all.
All right, Rogan, I need you here now. Let's go. Rogan. Come on. Come on. Hey, Luke.
Swung on and missed. Strike one for Claudio.
Now, kid, let's go. Oh, good spot.
Full count with that one.
Come on, Rogan.
And a grounder to the shortstop, now to first on a routine play, 2 outs. I swear this stone dust is coming at us, and it's harsh.
It's brutal. It feels like I'm in the Dust Bowl right now. Yeah, just a routine play though to get Claudio out.
I'm just going to need some oxygen masks by the end of this.
Probably. Oh,
And a grounder to the second baseman, now to first to close out the inning. 5-2 Dartmouth at the end of 5. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the top of the 6th inning here at the Dartmouth Middle School fields. 5-2, Justin Cleaves with swing out to right field. Sends that one out for a home run. And foul there. I mean, just what a beautiful hit that was from Justin Cleaves. I mean,
he had very good contact on it.
Good contact, good hand-eye coordination onto that ball.
Oh.
Fly ball out to center, right field again. Back at the warning track. And Nunes Medeiros will throw it back to second as...
That's a much-needed hit conducted from Madak in order to generate some sort of positive energy through Mansfield's bench and through their entire team right now. In a situation where you're down 5-2 in your season, seeing it slip away, something like that could spark something deep inside.
Strike one for Ian Rigo. I think the max Ian can actually pitch is like 80, somewhere around the 80s, but I'm hoping he can get a college offer from playing high school.
Well, you see a lot of pitchers nowadays, they're throwing way faster, but they're also getting injured way more frequently.
Yeah. A lot of Tommy John surgeries have happened. Ooh. If Ian starts stalling here, I feel like we bring in a new pitcher into the game. I know he's pitched all 6 innings.
I can see some stuff going on back there over by the pitching
And
area.
a fly ball down into center. And the grab is made for 1 out. As Matt DeShiro will trot back to his respective dugout as we bring on number 23, Wyatt Bolduck.
As you can see it right now on your screen. You can see
Yeah.
Brady bipolar. And,
Brady bipolar.
bro, I almost just said that.
Bull Parlin.
Almost just accidentally called him that. But yeah, you can see him warming up in case Rigo begins stalling out in these later innings.
I think he's one. Brady Buparlin's a good closer for the team. Last time I did it, he closed out the Dartmouth Westport game. The pitch. Oh, why? Out upstairs. Along with this next year, Dartmouth's going to have a good team next year. I know we're losing Burgo. Now we got Spurlett moving up to be catcher.
Boy, look at this roster, and I see a lot of seniors on this team.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to lose big in your infield. You're only going to lose Louis Freitas
Yeah.
in your infield. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And a walk here for Ian Rigo allows Wyatt Bolduc to transition as Charlie DeSales will come on, and we're having a early mound visit. Pretty much late, actually. I don't know if they're going to want to put Bo Parland in now.
I think that'll definitely be a heavy topic of discussion.
It looks like they are because they're going to the dugout now.
You can see Coach Lavin making the stroll on over to the pitching area in order to possibly grab Bo Parlin.
They will stick with Rigo here. I like the confidence from Coach Coach Freites here. Just letting his team, letting his players soak it in the playoffs right now. Because when you're in the offs, it's real. Grounder to second. Now, ooh, loose ball. And bases loaded. Critical play here as they bring on number 1, Anthony Saravia.
Just takes a bad bounce. Takes a bad bounce at Jason, and ultimately it leads now. We got bases loaded with 1 out.
This is a critical situation because the tying run is at first, correction, and could right in our direction, a foul ball. 0-1.
It's been a largely successful game outside of that first inning for Rigo. Might be starting to see him fade a little bit though here.
And inside for a strike. 1-2 now for Rigo with 1 out. A wild pitch. Full. No. 2-2 now.
Pivotal play here. An out gives you some sort of leeway and a cushion.
Swung on and missed. 2 out so far. As Sariva ticked off.
The weight of this season not necessarily solely rests on the shoulders of Brian Butler right now, but this is a pivotal at-bat for Mansfield.
Swung on and missed. Strike 1. I think he got a piece of it, too.
Can't leave this inning with nothing.
Can't. Especially this point of the game. A grounder. And to first, the routine play.
They will.
Closes down their side. 5-2, Dartmouth still in the lead in the middle of the 6th inning. And what are your thoughts so far on the last inning?
Well,
the last part on
Mansfield just left three runners. They left the bags filled, and to go out without a single run in that is extremely demoralizing. Now you put a lot more pressure on Rogan to try and get through this inning wicked fast. and give Mansfield some sort of like momentum boost and some sort of optimism that they could turn the tides of this game. As for Dartmouth, they have taken out any sort of threat so far that Mansfield's thrown at them since the first inning. And I mean, they have one more inning to try and get through, pretty much. Although I am interested to see if they ride with Ian Rigo into the 7th inning. If you're Dartmouth, you can kind of play this this bottom of the 6th a little more cautious. You don't have to swing at everything, but a good inning here might put it away. But also, you can't really let your foot off the gas and let Rogan kind of find his groove.
A little too high up there, 2-2 now. Swung on and missed. Olilla down on strikes. And Louis Freitas comes in with a 1-out.
Another pitch outside for Rogan.
Let's get back in there, Rose. Let's go.
Rogan has been struggling a little bit for Mansfield.
And a 3-0 count in an inning that Rogan needs to get Mansfield out of quickly is not a good sign from them.
And Louis Freitas will walk as Jaden Nunes Medeiros
Hey, give me a ground ball, Rose. Let's go.
will go up at bat.
Legs, legs. Hey, Rose.
As a fly ball, base hit here, and loses it as Jaden Nunes Medeiros advances to first off a single there. Let's look at an instant replay.
Nunes Medeiros has actually had a very good hitting night so far. I don't think they've gotten him out prior to getting to the bag. I know they did walk him once, or it might have been a wild pitch on the first time he got out there, but I think he's advanced to a base every single time.
Ooh. That's critical. That's a 50-50 call. I think.
I don't know. I'd have to see that one again.
Let's look at a replay.
That's a critical
All right, let's
play
look at an instant replay here.
in a late stage of a game.
Yeah, kind of did. Do we have one on a better angle, or was that just...
Caught him on his wrist.
And this is where they're going to call up Rogan and
Bases loaded with only 1 out, down by 3. I don't know if you continue to ride with Rogan on this one. Granted,
or you just have Justin Cleaves hit a grand slam here. He's up on deck after Marcus Andrews.
they might just pray that Marcus Andrews somehow leads to a double play at that point. Cleaves has had a game so far.
Hey, talk.
And they will stay with Rogan. I gotta say so far, not Joe Rogan, Luke Rogan.
Come on.
Luke Rogan, so far,
Hasn't really been his night.
yeah, it just hasn't been his night so far.
All right, just this.
And a grounder, oh, saves it there, not a home. They're gonna get the out there at home and brings on Justin Cleaves.
It was a good save by DeShiro to not let that one sneak by, because then that would have been an absolute run scored by Lou Freitas.
Now it is the dangerous Justin Cleaves this time around. He hit a home run last time, a 1-run home run
This would be big for Mansfield if they can escape this inning.
upstairs. By the way, this is his first out of the park home run in his high school career. The last one, Bridgewater, was inside the park.
So it's truly not a better time to do it than in the offs.
Come on now, Rogan, get back in. Pete.
And when it really means it, and 3-0. 3-0 count now. And they're going to call time as there are kids in the bullpen.
Well, it slows the game down and gives Rogan a chance to think of his next pitch.
Future Indians.
Could
Warming up.
be.
On, Rob. Let's go, Sticks. Check in now. Hey, bro.
3-0 count now. And ooh, that was a good call.
Yeah, I think it was a strike too.
Oh, look all the way back.
Upstairs, and now advances Jaden Nunes Medeiros. 6-2 Dartmouth now. We bring on Donovan Burgo. So far, Burgo, it's not been his night so far. 0 for 2 today.
Oh, Rogue, need ya.
Inside for a strike. On deck, Jaden Claudio. The on pitch winds and deals right in our direction. 0-2 count now for Donovan Burgo. Ooh,
Hey, good shoot, good shoot.
good pitch there,
That one was
just
close.
outside.
Hell of a pitch, Rogan. Hey, hell of a pitch, good job.
Umpire calls him,
Need you now, kid. Need
calls it
you.
a check swing there, 2-2.
Need you to compete, Luke. Let's go.
Ooh. Great breaking ball there from Rogan to close out the inning. At the end of 6-2, Dartmouth. They're trying to close this out now, and it looks like they're going to keep Ian Rigo to close out this game. We'll be back right after this. Do not go anywhere. So they're going to keep Ian Rigo into this game on the bottom, the top of the 7th inning. Hopefully he can try to close this one out for the Indians. I like the confidence from Coach Freites here, just keeping his pitcher into the game.
He's letting it ride. He has a 4-run cushion right now. I understand why.
Upstairs. Oh, 2-0 now. And a strike there. 2-1 count now. Ball swings right at our direction here as we have a 2-2 count for Rogan, the pitcher. The pitch from Rigo goes right. Almost hits a car though.
It's close.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now Rigo has to retire the next 2 batters. The next one's on deck is the leadoff, Connor Curtis. And a call a strike there for Rigo. And a grounder to the shortstop, now to first. 1 and 2 down. One more time to decide it, and one more batter, all down to this. It brings it down to 1 batter. And it's the leadoff, Connor Curtis.
This is to keep Mansfield's season alive.
Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 count for Curtis. Now here's the pitch. Winds and deals upstairs. 1-1. Downstairs again. 2-1. Pressure's on the line here for Dartmouth. 2 outs, 2-1 count. Downstairs, 3-1 now. And Curtis has been 1 for 3 today. Not one of his best games.
No. But he has a chance to keep the season alive.
And a strike. And Mansfield had a good season. I mean, they already beat Zavarian, the hardest team, number 3 in D1 in 8 innings actually. Right in our direction.
Keeps it alive for another pitch, though.
No, and then most likely will be Dartmouth advancing, knock on wood, to Hopkinton. As they walk him. Wow. I disagree with that.
That one's close. That one's close.
That looked like a strike.
Yeah.
That was a strike.
I think that one might have been a strike, too. Regardless, it keeps Mansfield in this game, and it puts pressure on Rigo to try and finish this one off.
Madak batting now for Mansfield as a foul ball. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, thank God.
That car slowed up. If that car did not slow up, that was going into the windshield. My gosh.
And a strike there for Rigo. One more strike to decide it for the Indians to go on and face on to Hopkinton. Here we go. The pitch. A grounder. Now to first for the routine play. And the Indians are moving on to the Sweet 16. Final score today, 6-2 Dartmouth. Great day for Ian Rigo behind the mound. Caden, I'm just going to say this right now. It's been a blessing to have you as a partner, commentary, and even as a kind of like a brother from another mother, dude. And you're going to be truly missed next year.
It's been wicked fun, Ben.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a ride.
Wicked fun.
Yeah. So, folks, the final score today, 6-2 Dartmouth. Ben Smith signing off for now. Caden, you want one more word to say?
Don't be surprised if Dartmouth gives Hopkinton a run for their money. They looked really good today. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's your final words?
Thank you, DCTV, for letting me onto this somehow.
All right. Final score, 6-2 Dartmouth from our entire crew here. John, our director, Peter Chase, all of our cameraman and crew here, my commentator, Caden DeManch. I'm Ben Smith saying so long, everybody.